What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Dogecoin today for Mr. C-Zar. We're doing this one for you, my friend. It's been a while since I've talked about Dogecoin on an individual video, and it's been a while since you've requested a video, Mr. C-Zar. But with that being said, you guys, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for being here. And I'm going to pause the music now. We're going to get started. We're going to get into this. So looking at it here, from a all-time high perspective to the most recent cycle low that we've had, Dogecoin is at 18.6 cents essentially right now. It's finding resistance and support on the 0.5 and the 382. 0.5 and the 382. This is a nice setup. This look right now would suggest that Dogecoin could move up to 26.7 cents to 32.5 cents. And that's the most bullish that I've been on Dogecoin in a very long time, man. Up here, I was saying that I would expect still that we'd pull back to 10 cents. We did pull back rather far, but not quite to 10 cents. We were holding this, 12.26 cents was the low. So the reason I was saying 10 cents is that's kind of where our weekly, that is like quite literally where this weekly closing high was. I would think that we'd pull back there, maybe even down to the 236. That would make sense to me. But we've been resilient. We've definitely been resilient, and looks like we're moving up now. Looking at the weekly RSI, we're definitely showing strength. Looking at the daily RSI, we are looking pretty decent as well. Volume's not really there too much right now. I wouldn't be surprised if the next move up took us to about 26 cents, if not 33 cents, somewhere in there, and then we found some resistance and pulled back, maybe, and probably lower than the current price even. I'm not feeling the FOMO at all right now with Dogecoin, you guys. It definitely does look like it wants to move up rather immediately, but inevitably I still do think we'll see prices below 14 cents yet again. And I think as time goes on, I really think that as we get further along in this cycle, it's going to prove to be boring, more boring than most cryptos, right? It tends to be a late bloomer. It shows up late to the party, and that's okay, man. That's okay. That gives us enough time to get our affairs in order to put money into this thing. You know, I do think Dogecoin has a very bright future ahead of it. I think that it will see prices potentially all the way up to $4, man. Like literally all the way up to $4, if not at least multiple dollars. Yes, I know the market cap would be insane on that. Like literally up here, over $600 billion. Call me crazy, man. I think Dogecoin can achieve that. If not there, at least there. But here's the deal, right? Let's say we do what Dogecoin does historically, right? I don't have all the all-time history, but let's just say it moves up a lot, right? In a very short amount of time, a lot in a very short amount of time. A lot in a very short amount of time, right? Something like that. Any and all of those, especially in comparison to the last market, right? If we are moving up right now, and that wasn't from the lows, that's from when it started to move up, that would take us all the way to 20 bucks at that kind of trajectory. Let's say $4 was the plan. $4 is all the way up here, right? That would put us in June of this year that we'd be there. I personally don't think Dogecoin is going to find its high that early in the cycle. And I certainly don't think that we're going to go, if we go above $4, man, I don't think it's going to be by much. I don't think we're going to go past $5. But I do think we could go, I should rephrase that. I think that we can go above $4, but just maybe like in the mid $4 range if we were to do that. I mean, the 1618, where is it? It's, let's see, high to low here. It's at 413, so I definitely don't think we'll see $8. That'd put Dogecoin at over $1 trillion market cap, so I don't see that happening. But to put that in perspective, with the same growth we saw last cycle, that would imply that Dogecoin sees its all-time highs this year, and I don't think it's going to happen, right? If we take it from previous cycles, we move this over, and these are actually pretty similar, so I'll actually just use one of them. I won't pull them both over here. Same kind of idea, right? From this low. And let's just act like this is continuing on, right? Similar trajectory, but up to the 1618. That would still be sometime at the midway point of this year. So I don't think right now we're in the middle of these moves. When did these moves happen? When did these giant moves happen for Dogecoin, right? Here, 2017, this was, believe it or not, about 10 months after the halving, because the halving was in July of 2016. So July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, 8 months, my bad, 8 months after the halving, right? We didn't find the high until quite some time afterwards, literally about a year and a half afterwards, okay? Here, we started to move up essentially right here, December in 2020. That was, let's see, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That's 7 months. So 8 months the first time, 7 months the second time is whenever we started to move up, right? We're not even at the halving yet. Okay, we're not even at the halving. All the times before the halving and even after the halving, months after the halving, we were still moving sideways. Here, in this cycle, you can't really see it. Let's go to Bittrex. If it's still, yeah, it's still there. There we go. If you can, Bittrex has the most historical data. You can see that we found our low here in May of 2015. The halving was in July of 2016, so we moved up going into that, right? But then we moved sideways. We were very boring. We had explosive weeks. But we didn't do this stuff until the end of the cycle is what I'm getting at. So I'm applying that same rule here and standing by what I said that ignited this kind of thought process, is that I'm not feeling the FOMO with Dogecoin. It can run up higher. Sure, let it run up higher. Let it go all the way up to like 35 cents from here. It's at 18.6 cents. I think if you're patient and you wait till like later this year, you'll probably, if not early next year, later this year, if not early next year, because like April, let's see. It's the 4th month, 7, that'd be November, right? 4 plus 7 is 11. So that'd be November on a scale of months. And if it's longer than that, if it's 8, that'd be December. And we've seen that. If it's longer than either of those, it could be as early as January. And that's what I've been saying for a long time, is like somewhere between the end of the year to the beginning of next year is when we'd see Dogecoin start to turn up. So it's turning up now, sure, but it's also pretty hot on the RSI. A lot of people are like getting really hyped on it, and the volume really isn't that spectacular compared to things that we've seen in the past. And beyond all that, Dogecoin likes to show up late to the party. It likes to be boring. It likes to get our hopes up and then slowly whittle them away. It likes to get our hopes up and then slowly whittle them away, right? We've even seen it earlier this cycle. But for the time being, we could move higher. I'm just not going to get too excited. I do think that it inevitably does move lower. I think that we will even go below this low here. And I think those 10-cent price targets are still on the table. It just might take time, and we might go up first. And to be fair, with what the charts look right now, in my opinion, it does look like we're moving up to about 24 to 28.5 cents. So that's Dogecoin, you guys. I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to see more. In no way do I hate Dogecoin, guys. I love Dogecoin. It's one of my favorite cryptos out there. And I remember, I said that I think it can go to $4, above $4. And that's an insane market cap. And I genuinely believe it's possible. Main reason is it's broken through its 1618 every single cycle. It's one of the most bullish looking charts in crypto. But just because I'm saying that doesn't mean that I think it has to go there now. If we were to do Dogecoin things, if we were to move the way that this chart likes to move, we would be at our all-time highs before even the 3rd quarter of this year. Like that's just not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So that would imply one of two things. Either one, that we're going to go dramatically higher than $4, or 2, and the more likely, the one that we all know, right? It's just not time yet. It's just not time. It's okay. We're going to take time. We're going to gather our resources over the next 6 to 12 months, and then it's on. Well, probably like 6 to 9 months, I would say. But that's all I got for you guys. Hit that like button. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.